Hello, new video. Today, I need to share with all of you something very important. Um, so I was developing my browser, like I was working on it the other day, and there was this issue that I continuously was like getting, and I wasn't sure what it was about. Let me show you. If you go into the temp folder and make like something now, um, test. We go inside here and we get clone my repository, which still has the issue. Uh, if we git clone it and make it, here you can see we'll have the thing available. And now if we go to Brave, you can see I have a page running with like some examples, whatever. If I go now to localhost, you can see here it's perfect for our testing purposes. So yeah, everything works so far, right? Except the picture, but well, whatever. Ignore that part. But yeah, everything works, kind of. You can see it's working, right? And there was this problem that I was continuously getting, and I wasn't sure what it was doing. Like if I go now to srv and I become root. Now you look at this. If I nvim index.html, right? And if we remove say all this and do just AP, for example, AP, I don't know, hi. And now if we go back, here, what in the world? Yeah, let me give you some more examples. If we do B, which is also supported, nothing happens. Now, interesting thing, if I go here now again, and if I connect to localhost, you can see it works. It's kind of meh. It has some sort of spacing between all of them, and it doesn't look good. And I was continuously trying to fix this goddamn issue, and it just wasn't working. I actually was. I had no idea what the issue was. I was trying to solve it. So then today I did a lot more research on it. If there was anything in the GTK repository. And guess what, motherfuckers? There was something. Let's just let this load for now. Okay, issues. And if you go text view, what the hell? Text view, backslash something. Let's see if I get it. Backslash is no, not show. It should be somewhere. Oh, yep. Text view does not show if contain text is not terminated with \n. So this is the problem that I was dealing with. When I read it, I was like, oh my god, yes, the end game. I'm near. So yeah, although new to GTK, I consider it a bug because I could not find any info about this behavior in documentation. Sometimes on the first compilation the bug does not occur. I tried the same in GTK3 and the bug did not occur. This is a bug 100% because goddamn, this is not supposed to happen. And there's nothing about it in the documentation, so like he said, so yeah, this is a problem. It's a problem from 2 years ago, so I'm not sure how this is still not solved because this is a pretty common bug. If you just use a text view element, which is pretty common element, and put it somewhere in a GTK box, it will not load correctly sometimes, which is a problem. And I'm not sure how people manage to solve it without like fixing this issue, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, you either the solutions I had in mind were either I append automatically a \n at the end of every element, right? Which, you know, viable, but that would mean that every element would have some sort of one-line spacing between all of them, which should not happen, especially if we have bigger text, because bigger text like headings also are text views, and one line, a backslash for them would mean like this part basically here, you could say, you know what I'm saying. So that would be quite a problem. So the other solution I was reading here is to set size request to a minimum, to set size request with a minimum height, which also worked, but was a problem whenever we were dealing with multi-line things, because suddenly you have a multi-line and the text and the height was still being set to that same height, and it was not, it was not scaling well. So there was that issue, and yeah, I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I tried to backtrack my whole project onto GTK3 because, like he said, it was working in GTK3, so I gave him some trust. But after hours of trying to deal with going back, because they're not that compatible, those two versions, and you have to go through lots of errors if you have to go back. So I was just like, you know what, no, let's just stay on GTK4 and try and find another solution somehow. And next thing you know, I go onto Google and I found some article that mentioned labels, but like so randomly. I didn't even search for something that was like find me an alternative. No, it was literally a random article about GTK4, and they mentioned labels, which I um I didn't think they were viable to me. They were usable to me because one of the first lines is shown here is displays a small amount of text, which tells me, when I first read it, I thought was like, there's no way this is going to work as a multi-line text thing when I was searching for some alternatives to text view. But what you know is once I tried it, everything worked perfectly out of the box. So there's that, And yeah, I guess 3 days lost. I'm not sure how I didn't even notice this issue before. How did they manage to small like chunks of text manage to load? I have no idea. And now this is still a strange thing, because how is it that one small like p doesn't get managed to load, but like a whole page manages to get load? I'm not sure, but bugs, whatever. I don't know. So yeah, after years of brain evolution, going to project, seek peek, and now you can see the holiness that I gave birth to again. So now it works. Now it's all perfect. And now let me show you something, because I still have to show everyone this amazing thing I implemented. So going to srv http sudo su. This is going to be epic. I'm telling you. So cp test2.html to index.html, I believe. And now connecting. There you go. Two cool things actually. I implemented images, which, Jesus Christ, that took way too much time, I should say. Partially because they were automatically scaling to something else, and I was like, what the fuck, stop scaling, bro. But yeah, other than that, you have to also download the image first, then reference it from the disk into with an element onto GTK4, then load it, then scale it, and then hope that everything works. So yeah. The other cool thing I managed to add is scrolling. As you can see, it was pretty simple actually. I thought it was going to be something very hard, but it turns out it's actually very simple. So it was literally just a couple of lines of code. So if we go to VS Code, if we go to main.c, here it is. You create a scrolled window, and then what you do is append. Wait, no, where the hell is it? GTK scroll window set no. GTK scroll window set child. So yeah, here you set the child that you want to make it scrollable, and that's it actually. Then I just set here some parameters about the height and width and whatever. But this is actually it, all that you need, and you have a functioning scrollable element. And yeah, now this works perfectly, I could say. It loads images. It loads links. You can go to different links. You can do whatever you want. Another cool thing I'm thinking of implementing, like the tabs, of course. I think I even mentioned this already, but you know, that's for later. God damn, I don't even think I can imagine how I'm going to implement tabs and on a tabbing system onto this mess that is my code, because God bless this code. So that's all I wanted to show you in this video. Hopefully in the next video will be something that I'll be actually doing, like coding something or whatever. But yeah, that's it for now. I'm going to push this code onto the repository, and that's it actually. That's it. So yeah.